human plane at all, as Ma was sharing, and every single being feeling this impact in such a tangible, perceptible way, and people really recognizing that now is a time for all of us to come together, to stand together in for a much bigger cause, which is the cause which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Shri Nityananda Shri Paramashivam, has been espousing for the last practically almost more than 26 years life, where Sanatana Hindu Dharma is the only solution for all problems that are plaguing the world today in any sphere of life, be it economical, in terms of health, in terms of relationships, in terms of one's personal fulfillment, in every which way, the only solution being living what in the Veda Agamas, living exactly the way Paramashiva has ordained. So here, this, in spite of the outside world going through such a crisis, yet the core mission of Bhagwan, which is reviving Sanatana Hindu Dharma, making us taste, experience, and be established in the lifestyle because of the very inherent properties of it, which is completely life positive, that being the unique trait of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. All this is being provided as an experience to the people who are coming to the Adi Kailasa ship. And here we are fulfilling our responsibilities, as said, of every single sannyasi, every single Adinavasi, every single Balasan. It's such a joy and a pleasure to see everybody just bubbling with enthusiasm and energy. Even the Balasans joining us and in this readiness where every one of them wants to be part of this, contribute to this in their own way, and experience the grace of Swamiji and do the Guru Vak and whatever Devi Parashakti has ordered all of us in her tremendous grace, showering on this space of Adi Kailash and every single being who is existing over here. So it is really actually what Mahavidya has recapped is in really a nutshell. And all of you can see all these pictures and videos. They have been uploaded on the various social media, including the Facebook channel of Bhagwan. And every single day we are documenting this phenomenal historical happening, monumentally historical, cosmically historical, and probably we are all blessed. Probably we are the only ones to have been blessed in history with an opportunity to record every one of such of the leelas of Bhagwan, where in this case, the unique leela where he is not physically present here, yet he is there in every minute, in every inch of this Adi Kailasa ship, micromanaging everything, just like in the case of Manu's ship, where he led in the pralaya that happened eons ago. In the same way, this time we have the unique privilege and blessing of Paramashiva himself leading the world through this Adi Kailasa ship into the next quantum leap into super consciousness, where the world is going to transform forever, and none of what we are seeing now is going to remain. This transition phase, yes, it is tough on all of us. It is tough to read the headlines daily of the deaths that are happening across the world, but the only ray of hope and the the sure ray of hope is the last lamp of Hinduism, the supreme pontiff of Hinduism. So let's all of us cognize this monumentally historical happening. Let's all become a part of it in whichever way we want to, be it being a part of the COVID care centers. You come in, you enjoy the privileges that are being offered over here, the life solutions and the lifestyle that is being offered over here, or you want to contribute to this happening. Come join us, become an Adinavasi, and help share this responsibilism and this powerful state of living with yourself, your family, the rest of the world. There are so many ways in which one can become a part of this beautiful happening, and one can really experience life at its peak intensity, if not the the miracles really that one experiences day to day, not only in one's own life, but also in the lives of others in so many levels. And it's such a joy to be part really of this cosmic family, which where we are all bound together by the singular thread, the ideological thread of being disciples, children of Paramashiva himself. So what is the plans for today, Mama Havidya? Maybe ask in all the physical readiness, the mental readiness, and today's journey. This literally the song of Paramashiva, which every one of you here is singing, which you can hear everywhere in the campus, be it in the with the female sannyasis or the balasans or the male sannyasis. Everywhere it's all buzzing with that one music. So can you share a little bit of that harmony?
Yes, Swami. So here really there's really like how Macha Swami is sharing, the security that everybody is feeling is immense, because one thing I'm trying to share with what I'm sharing here, I'm just being a voice of a big, large team behind me. So please don't think I'm doing any justice to their contribution or what else is happening, because there are people taking on a lot of tasks, emergency responders, people taking up a lot of physical activity, doing things we are also learning as we go, but everything is being done with such meticulous care, which is what is something I want trying to bring out here, is that in the micromanagers of Swamiji, it's not just about a micromanagement. It's not just taking it on as a project. Okay, it's not as taking it on just as a project, but the thing is, what I'm trying to share here is from the micromanagement, it is coming from the context of making sure that existence, that each person feels that they are part of a home. Each person feels that they are not part of just, okay, you've come here, okay, it's not like a hospital, you've come here, okay, you're a patient to me and I'm going to treat you as one other number. Not at all. It is more of making sure that each individual feels that they are home. So from that context, today we are going to really step up our plumbing facilities that we have for each individual in both first level, second level quarantine, and we make sure that anything there in terms of plumbing or anything that needs to happen specifically for some people also will have different kind of physical abilities, different kind of physical disabilities. They may need different kind of facilities for restrooms and bathrooms. So our task today is really setting up that layer of facilities and make improvements to what we already have provided, to make sure we are able to cater small children as well as slightly elderly people as we have them. So that is our task for today, and then tomorrow onwards we have the next list. What we really want to do is, just before my sharing here began, we were talking about how Bhagwan has also thought through of the next 3 years of Annadan, providing food and security. So to people who, everyone, to who are with us, who are going to come, who are going to visit us, everybody, right? So our next 2 days are going to be just setting up those facilities, protecting, preventing, securing, safeguarding everything that we need for Annadan. As we hit very tough times. I don't need to talk about news because news already is said enough of what is going to come next. But this is the only place where we are discussing solutions of what's going to happen next. So only here in Adi Kailash and Swamiji are talking about what happens in the next 3 years and how we are going to make sure that Annadan and food is secure for every person who visits. So this requires us to just make sure that all that food grains that we have procured or we are procuring and we are keeping them safeguarded in different cold storage facilities, different types of storage facilities, different temperatures, different locations. So as and when we need them, as and when we need to utilize them, or we need to provide them, or those who are in quarantine need to use them, they know where to go, how to use it, how to procure it, how to safeguard it. So that's going to be our next 2-day activity. So that's our next 3 days, which are we've kind of planned. But of course, when we start, we'll know what next, and whatever needs to be done, really, whatever needs to be done to make sure the person understands why Kailasa as a solution is being able to provide so much life positivity, is about everything being Veda Agamic, everything about life positivity, everything being followed with a transparency. You can go through and find out why a certain facility is built in a certain way. You can go look up a book and you'll find the exact Shastra Pramana, and we've replicated it and we can show you the proof, which is why the experience is happening. We are just really, with Swamiji's guidance, we're just really just laying out our rich, 60,000 eternal tradition, which is already proven that it is going to help you and support you in pandemic times. We're just recreating with his blessings and grace here exactly like how it should be done, how it can be done with success given tough times, and having that experience and being able to provide that to everybody else. So that's for our next 3 days, Swami. So we'll work with our facilities first, restrooms, and then we'll move on to any help that the kitchen and Analya needs to safeguard all of the Annadan items that they have procured.
Great. Thank you so much, Mama Mahavidya, for sharing this with the rest of the world and being the voice of all of us over here in Adi Kailasa, who are part of this blessed team, which is going to provide the multi-layer quarantine facility in the Adi Kailasa ship as not only as an emergency service in the physical sense, but also a very, very holistic home in this spiritual enlightenment ecosystem, Adi Kailasa. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ma. Nityanam.
Yes.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifest. The
important guidances for the whole of the world. So we're going to have a segment on the Devi Parashakti's revelations about how to combat COVID.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifest. The cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is fasting. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations. Both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through his body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each god
सर्वाभीष्टफलप्रदां गिरिसुतां वाणीरमा सेवितां मीनाक्षी प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमहं कारुण्यवारां निधिम् श्रीविद्यां शिववामभागनिलयां ह्रीङ्कारमन्त्रोज्ज्वलां श्रीचक्राङ्गितबिन्दुमध्यवसतिं श्रीमत्सभानायिकां श्रीमच्छण्मुखविघ्नराजजननीं श्रीमज्जगन्मोहिनीं मीनाक्षी प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमहं कारुण्यवारां निधिम् श्रीमत्सुन्दरनायिकां भयहरां ज्ञानप्रदां निर्मलां श्यामां कमलासनार्चितपदां नारायणस्यानुजां वीणावेणुमृदङ्गवाद्यरसिकां नानाविधामम्बिकां मीनाक्षीं प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमहं कारुण्यवारां निधिम् नानायोगि मुनीन्द्रगृह्निवसतिं नानार्थसिद्धिप्रदां नानापुष्पविराजिताङ्घ्रियुगळां नारायणेनार्चितां नादब्रह्ममयीं परात्परतरां नानार्थतत्त्वात्मिकां मीनाक्षीं प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमहं कारुण्यवारां பொம்மலாட்டந்தா இந்த வாழ்க்கையே பொம்மலாட்டந்தா இந்த வாழ்க்கையே பூமியின் மேடையில் தினம் தினம் ஆசை நூலிலே ஆட வைப்பது ஆதிசக்தி என் அருள் வரம் தங்கட தங்கட தோம் தங்கட தங்கட தீம் தல்லாங்கு தக்க திமிதத்தாம் தக்காம் திங்கட திங்கட தோம் திங்கட திங்கட தீம் தக்க திமிதத்தாம் தக்காம் பொம்மலாட்டந்தா இந்த வாழ்க்கையே பூமியின் மேடையில் தினம் தினம் ஆசை நூலிலே ஆட வைப்பது ஆதிசக்தி என் அருள் வரம் தங்கட தங்கட தோம் தங்கட தங்கட தீம் தல்லாங்கு தக்க திமிதத்தாம் தக்காம் திங்கட திங்கட தோம் திங்கட திங்கட தீம் தக்க திமிதத்தாம் தக்காம் பத்து திங்கள் தாய்வாடி கொடிநூலில் நம்மை பொத்தி பொத்தி வளர்ப்பவள் கருமாறே பத்து திங்கள் தாய்வாடி கொடிநூலில் நம்மை பொத்தி பொத்தி வளர்ப்பவள் கருமாறே முத்து பிள்ளை பெத்தவுடன் முத்து பிள்ளை பெத்தவுடன் முத்து பிள்ளை பெத்தவுடன் முகம் துடைத்து அதை தத்தெடுத்து தாங்குவது மகமாயி பாசம் காட்டியே பாலை ஊட்டவே வானில் வருகின்ற தாய் நிலவே மேக பஞ்சிலே மழையின் நூலிலே மண்ணை வளமாக்கும் மாமையிலே பொம்மலாட்டந்தா இந்த வாழ்க்கையே பூமியின் மேடையில் தினம் தினம் ஆசை நூலிலே ஆட வைப்பது ஆதிசக்தி என் அருள் வரம் தங்கட தங்கட தோம் தங்கட தங்கட தீம் நல்லாங்கு தக்க திமிதத்தோம் தக்காம் திங்கட திங்கட தோம் திங்கட திங்கட தீம் தக்க திமிதத்தோம் தக்காம் ஜென்மம் எடுத்து என்ன பயன் என்று சொல்லடி நீ ஆத்தா செல்லாத்தா செல்ல மாறியாத்தா எங்கள் சிந்தையில் வந்து அறைவி நாடி நின்னாத்தா கண்ணாத்தா உன்னை காணாத்தா கண்ணாத்தா உன்னை காணாத்தா இந்த ஜென்மம் எடுத்து என்ன பயன் என்று சொல்லடி நீ ஆத்தா ஆதிசக்தி மாதா கருமாரி மாதா எங்கள் 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 ஆதிசக்தி மாதா கருமாரி மாதா
சத்தியம் காத்திடும் உத்தமத்தியே சத்குருவாய் வந்த நித்திய தாயே வேதங்கள் வணங்கிடும் ஆதியும் நீயே ஜோதிமலையிலே அவதரித்தாயே அவனியை பேணும் ஞானமும் நீயே அக்னி வடிவிலே அருள் புரிந்தாயே பூதங்கள் ஐந்தையும் ஈன்றவள் நீயே அழல் உருவாகவே ஈன்றெழுந்தாயே ஆனந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி தீனிலே பிறந்தவளே நித்ய ஆனந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி கருமங்களை கொன்றிட வந்தாய் நித்யானந்த தர்ம மண்ணில் வென்றிட வந்தாய் கர்மங்களை கொன்றிட வந்தாய் நித்யானந்த தர்ம மண்ணில் வென்றிட வந்தாய் தீனிலே பிறந்தவளே நித்ய ஆனந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி தீனிலே பிறந்தவளே நித்ய ஆனந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி
ஓம் 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 ஓமெனும் பிரணவம் உற்பத்தியாகும் மூலநாதபரஞ்சோதி பரமசிவ பரம்பொருள் பாகத்திருக்கும் பரமசக்தி வேதாகமம் விளக்கி சொல்ல வரம் தர வழி சொல்ல நித்யானந்தன் உயிர் தாங்கி உடல் தாங்கி மனமொழி மெய்தாங்கி முழுமையுந்தாங்கி நிஜாவதாரமாய் வந்தேன் இப்புலகில் நன்மை செய்திட பரஷோடசி மீனாட்சி கந்திரந்து அருள் செய்கின்றேன் கண்ணாத்தாள் சமயபுரத்து மகமாய் வந்துதித்தேன் மாநகர் மதுரை வாழ் மீனாட்சி வந்துதித்தேன் ஆனந்தம் தந்திடவே அருளாட்சி செய்கின்றேன் வாருங்கள் மக்களே கேளுங்கள் வேண்டும் வரமெலாம் காமதேனுவாய் கற்பவிருஷமாய் நல்வரந்தந்து நல் அருள் தந்திடவே வந்துதித்தேன் மக்களே அஞ்சாதீர்கள். கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்றிருந்தும் அதன் நேர்மறை மறைமுக வந்து வாராது இருக்கும் பெருந்துக்கங்கள் எல்லாவற்றிலுமிருந்தும் உங்களை காக்கின்றேன், கவலை வேண்டாம். வாருங்கள், தினந்தோறும் அன்னையனை தரிசியுங்கள். என் தரிசனம் போதும் உங்கள் வாழ்க்கையை காத்திடவும் பாதுகாப்பாய் வையத்தை வைத்திடவும் வளத்தொடு பார்த்திடவும் சேர்த்திடவும் செம்மை சிறப்பெலாம் ஆர்த்திடவும் அருளுகின்றோம் அன்னை உங்கள் அனைவர்க்கும் வரம். தரிசனம் போதும் எப்போதும் உங்கள் வாழ்வில் நன்மையெல்லாம் மலரும். ஓம் 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 ஓம்.
அச்சங்களை துச்சமாக மிச்சமின்றியே, அச்சங்களை துச்சமாக மிச்சமின்றியே, தீயில் கலைந்தெறிந்தும் கருவறைக்குள் நாங்கள் இறங்கினோம், தீயில் கலைந்தெறிந்தும் கருவறைக்குள் நாங்கள் இறங்கினோம். நித்யாகினி தியானாகினி ஆனந்தாகினி குந்த ஞானாகினி தன்னில் இன்று நாங்கள் நடக்கவே, நித்யாகினி தியானாகினி ஆனந்தாகினி குந்த ஞானாகினி
வைதேகி தனுஷன் ததாஸ்து, சங்கீதா பட்டேல் ததாஸ்து, லக்ஷ்மி சந்திரன் ததாஸ்து. ஓம் ஓம் ஓம். வினய் காமத், உயிருக்கும் உடலுக்கும் உயிர்ப்பித்த ஞானமும் யோகமும் குடும்பத்தவர் அனைவருக்கும் கொடுத்தேன். மகனுக்கு கண்டுபிடிக்கும் நல் அறிவினால் வரும் நோபல் பரிசும் தந்தோம். 22ஆம் வயதிற்குள் இவ்வுலகிலேயே பெரும் விஞ்ஞானியாய் சிறந்து விளங்குவான் மகன். நல்வாழ்வும் ஞானமும் தந்தோம், சர்வஞத்துவமும் தந்தோம். பொய்வா, புண்ணியத்தோடு வாழ்வாய். ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
ஸ்ரீனிவாசன் பொறாமையொடு பொச்சாப்பும்
So the next. Yes. Next we have Sri Pichit Sadeshananda, who has joined the Adi Kailasa COVID Care Protection Center. He's going to come to the show today and share his experiences, how he's feeling, what was the revelation that he received from Devi, and what are his experiences being in Adi Kailasa. Suresananda, Aya, can you please unmute yourself?
आनंद परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द 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 परमशिवोऽहम्
Yes, Nityanandam. Now we have Srinitya Chitsadesananda Aya, who has joined the COVID Care Correction Center in Adi Kailasa.
Nityanandama. Nityanandama.
Yes. So, yeah, I request you to keep the camera stable for our viewers. Yes. Okay. So, Aya, would you like to share your experiences of receiving the blessings from Devi Parashakti and what made you to come here and your experiences on your stay in Adi Kailasa?
Nityanandam. Amma, I am not English for a little bit English for something Tamil is translated.
Yes, please go ahead and come in and we'll translate.
Yes.
Yes, Chitsadesa Aya, please.
Yes, Amma wants. Mara, சொல்லுங்க Mara. Mara, சொல்லுங்க. சொல்லுங்க Mara. Okay, okay Mara. Nityanandama. Nityanandam.
Yes, please go ahead and share your experiences, Aya.
அம்மா நான் சுவாமிஜி வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் 2008 பார்த்தேம்மா. ஐ எம் வாட்சிங் சுவாமிஜி ஃபார் 2018 மா.
Yeah, yes, Aya. So I think we'll have to move on to the next participant because you're experiencing some technical difficulties. So
Ma, Ma Nityanandam.
परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्
So stay tuned, and tomorrow we'll have many more testimonials coming in from people who have joined the COVID Care Center in Adi Kailasa, spearheaded by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nityananda Parameswaram. Please stay tuned for the next segment today.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is fasting. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through his body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But the Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish the sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
Yes. Next, we have Sri Harilina, who is joining from Adi Kailasa Sarvangapeetham, who's recently come with his family to the COVID Care Protection Center. Thank you so much for joining the show today, Aya. Nityanandam. You'll have to unmute yourself and speak.
Nityanandam.
Nityanandam, Aya.
Nityanandam. Actually, I'm devotee since 2004. I have actually, since the pandemic condition is in the external world is very high, so we need protection for me and my family. So there is no other go to come to the feet of Swamiji. No, that is the exact situation. Actually, I am having 2 kids. In the external world, that is even the vaccinations or something like that is not there for the kids, and in that situation, I'm unable to do. That is, even though we have money, we are unable to save our life. So that I took a decision to come to Adi Kailash and stay here and protect me and my family. So that's the main reason of me coming here and staying here. Now here at this point, when I came, and most carryingly they have taken us, and they have given very wonderful food and nice stay and everything. We are immensely happy staying here.
Thank you, yeah. Thank you so much. I just wanted to understand the current situation. You are from Kanchipuram, and how is COVID being treated over there? Why you? What is the society feeling right now? Like, especially you mentioned about the situation is really bad over there. So, could you expand on that, please?
Okay. Actually, that government, what they are saying is only it is a suppressed thing, which we feel. The death rate and the affected rate is very higher there in our place. But the government used to say that the COVID is getting reduced, and the persons are getting more healed and they are going out. But that is, I feel it is totally lie. It is total lie. They used to lie. Why? Because when we go to the government general hospital there, we can see so many people are dying there, and more people are getting affected, and there are more COVID patients there. But when we see in the news channels and all, they give a suppressed data that the persons is on recovery state. There is no persons affected. Like that, they are lying. So what I felt was the people are very much careless towards COVID. They don't care about spreading the disease or something like that. They don't wear proper mask. They don't maintain social distancing. Everything. So even though there is a strict lockdown in our place, they don't follow the rules. So when we live in the same situation, the problem won't get easily solved. So it will definitely shoot up. When the problem shoots up, that time we won't be getting any medical care or something like that. So that first we need to save ourselves. So only we came to Adi Kailash.
Great. That's wonderful, yeah.
Moreover,
Would you like to? Yes. Please go ahead.
Hello. Moreover, during this COVID situation, I have lost my father-in-law also due to the same COVID. For that, we have searched in there for hospital and an ambulance. We are unable to even get an ambulance with oxygen support. So now this second wave, actually in Tamil Nadu, we are suffering from second wave. In that second wave itself, we are unable to get medical facilities. That is, we don't get oxygen supported ambulance. We don't get oxygen supported bed in hospitals. Then ventilator supported ICUs. Everything is unavailable. So we have been searching for 4 to 5 days to admit him into the hospital, but we are unable to get even a bed. While he was having some suffocation problem in the last day when he expired, we were searching for the hospital. Nobody has even opened the door to admit him and to see. So actually, he has expired in the ambulance itself without getting that through. So that made us more shiver that this place is unsafe. We don't get any care if there is, even though when we have money, even we have asked them, that we will give you whatever amount you want. Please admit him. We need to save his life. But there is no hospital at all. What they say is that already there are 20 persons waiting for the ICU with ventilator support. Then how can I put you there? So you please wait, they have asked. So that we have waited. But we are unable to help him, but he expired.
I think that's a very important perspective that you brought out today in the show, because people are suffering. Even if you are affected by COVID, you are not getting the necessary medical support. Money is not helping anybody. It is only Swamiji who is going to protect their lives. So I think it's a very important, deeper perspective that you've brought to the show today. And it is just the reality, actually. What people are suffering outside, and they don't have any solutions. It is the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism who has opened all his Kailasas to support and protect the people from COVID. I just wanted to ask you one more question. How is your wife feeling today? She was experiencing the grief about her father's death and her stay in Adi Kailash. What would you like to share with us about it?
Regarding that, actually, she was having a fear stroke about his father's death. She used to get shiver at nights due to fear. Like that, it was there. But here, it was very much comfortable for her. The environment is very good because we are in the lap of Swamiji. we feel that we feel that we are in a lap of Swamiji, so that all every persons are very much kind and supportive, even for a medical care. Actually, yesterday we was very much astonished. She was having a great headache, which used to come to her. For that, when we informed them, the amount of care they have taken, all the persons have come, taken care, and they rang up to the doctors. They also given medicines and everything. It was awesome. There is even this kind of facility we don't get in our home at all. When we want to, during this pandemic period, when we want to meet a doctor, it is like a great thing. Moving out and going to a doctor is very much very difficult thing. But here it has made very much simple. The doctor is on call and the medicine is in our bed. Has come to our same sitting place, and everything. The care was awesome. So we really loved it. We enjoyed. Not to say we should enjoy it, but we felt very happy.
Thank you. Actually, every single thing is personally guided, and how to handle these medical emergencies. To that detail, Swamiji has guided and ensured that it is happening. His guidance and micromanagement is the only reason how we are able to provide this support. So thank you so much for joining the show today. Would you like to share anything else with the viewers?
Yes, ma. Actually, what I felt is when we came to Adi Kailash, it was totally all the sannyasis were maintaining the show, even from the gatekeeping, everything. So they are taking care like anything. That is taking care is not like coming and saying some polite words or something like that. The protection, the level of protection that they give is in everywhere we can say that some staffs will be taking care of the gates, and some other peoples will be taking care. So the main place, the higher officials will be taking care. But here when I came, even from the gate onwards, it is much more secure. That they are rest assuring that no other persons or no violation is being happening. Whatever Swamiji says, it has to happen. For that, there should be more authentic persons at all the place. So I felt that even Sundareshwara Maharaj and everybody was on the gates and seeing if there is any violation which is happening regarding the checking the baggage or like that, or regarding deviating any other rules. They are very much keen and sharp and seeing if there is no violations of Swamiji's words. So I feel really very much secure. After seeing that only, I feel very much secure. Swami, that is everything we say, Swami says, but this one, whatever Swami says, that is getting implemented 100% pakka. So I feel much more secure. Okay, now this is the best place to live in. So that is the thing which I had.
Thank you, Aya. Thank you so much. Like I mentioned already, it is every single step Swamiji is guiding, and he's ensuring that everything is being practiced properly, because his compassion to care for people, he wants to ensure that every single being who's touching the campus, who's touching the soil of Adi Kailash for the COVID Protection Center, they are completely protected. So thank you so much. And we all feel extremely grateful for having Swamiji in our life to make sure that every single being is valued, right? So thank you so much for joining the show today, and we'll move on to the next segment.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is fasting. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But the Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is fasting. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But the Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is fasting. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish the sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is fasting. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. See, each god is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each god is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is fasting. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each god is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each god is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
Power manifestation is cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not work.
Now let's understand who is Paramashiva. Bhagavan himself has beautifully explained.
Let's go to the science of power manifestation. The science of power manifestation is authentic, time-tested, foolproof, and scientific. Science because it is repeatable and doable by each one of us. The pramanas, the evidences which supports the science of power manifestation. The Shastra Pramana, evidences from the scriptures. The eternal unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures as Vedas and Agamas is the Shastra Pramanas. The Apta Pramanas, The experience and the results of the Aptas, the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nainamas, Alvar, Siddhas, all of them manifesting the powers of Paramashiva, which is authentic, time-tested, scientific and foolproof. Atma Pramana, account of His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashiva, this millennium's avatar's personal experience of power manifestation. Bhagavan's very own Leelas, mapping to the Apta Pramana and Shastra Pramana. As per the Shastra Pramana, the Shakshi Pramana, the experience of millions of devotees, disciples, followers all around the world manifesting the powers of Paramashiva. Bhagavan has beautifully initiated all his disciples to manifest all the powers of Paramashiva. The Pratyaksha Pramana, the scientific study, the scientific study measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state, the thoughtlessness space of Paramashiva. Again and again, Bhagavan gives a higher reality for us to understand that we exist as consciousness and also as body and mind. Beautifully, we can experience this oneness with Paramashiva if we understand the deeper signs of our manifestation. Bhagavan has beautifully given the Shastra Pramana. Shastra Pramanas are from the Veda Agamas. This is from Vijnana Bhairava Tantra.
Your consciousness, awakening your awareness. So let's go to the Shastra Pramana.
The Shastra Pramana for the power of third eye awakening is taken from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 34, Dharana 11. Kapala antarmanonyasya tishthanmilitalochanaha kramena manaso dardhyat lakshaye lakshamuttamam. Kapala antarmanonyasya tishthanmilitalochanaha kramena manaso dardhyat lakshaye lakshamuttamam.
Bhagavan Paramashiva says beautifully in Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Vijnana, the consciousness, Bhairava, one who experienced the consciousness, and Tantra, the method in which you can experience consciousness beyond the mind. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, by fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably, without the movement of having the eyes closed in succession, by the stability of the mind and the inner space through the power of third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal, Lakshayam. By having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, attaining the space of oneness with the source, Paramashiva. Beautifully, Bhagavan describes in the sutra how we can experience the oneness with Paramashiva. And each of these beautiful understanding that Bhagavan gives us, that we can all manifest as ultimate reality, experiencing the oneness with Paramashiva. As Dvaita or Advaita, the non-dual or dual, how you experience that as Bhakti or Jnana. Simply Bhagavan says, Jnana Vairagya Bhakti, how the Gopikas simply was able to manifest all the powers of Paramashiva. They were in Gurukulam, they were taught all these signs, and all of them was able to manifest, including manifesting Krishna himself. Once Gopika asked how they got jealous with a flute that Krishna had. They said, how did you come into Krishna's hand always and forever? The flute beautifully replied that once Krishna came to the bamboo forest and asked who would be ready to give their life. And simply I was the one who was ready. And he took me and made a flute. Since I was empty, I became a flute. But there were some who were filled with the whole bamboo and they were used for the dead bodies. If the flute was filled with things, that is usually used to tie it together and carry the dead bodies. But if it is beautifully empty, it is used as an instrument to play the Leelas of Krishna. All these again and again, Bhagavan gives these examples for us to understand the identity when you drop. The identity that you carry is the one which makes us suffer. and one which puts us into delusion that what we see as our reality is the only reality that exists. Like how in the dream, there are so many things happening in the dream. We live like 10 years in 10 hours of our life in the dream and finish it off. Even 2 hours we live it. But when we understand it is just a dream, we wake up, we don't miss it, or something is not lost. The people exist, but in a different way. The same way, how we can experience this higher reality when we understand that and we don't have to suffer. We can simply command the future and how it needs to manifest as our reality. Bhagavan is teaching that science to become auspicious, to become more and more abundance, more and more how these siddhas, how these Nayanamars, all of them were able to attract the ultimate wealth, ultimate wellness when they were able to ready to give up their identity. Yes, each one of them went through many of the completion process, but ultimately they were in the space of Paramashiva manifesting anything they want, and it was possible. Now Bhagavan is giving that science to each and every one of us to experience the oneness with Paramashiva and manifest that reality. Each of these examples gives us the clarity there is something more than the body and the mind, which is the way to exist on planet Earth, why we came here, to experience the superconscious space and not just be as a human and die as a human and be again born with the same patterns and carry on and on and on. Instead, there is something else which can be experienced when we start manifesting the powers, even if it is as tiny as a dot. Oh, I'm just having one dot in my hand, Vibhuti. What is the point? Just for the dot, NASA scientists is spending billions of dollars, trillions of dollars. Tesla and NASA and everybody. Here, Bhagwan just gives us where we are celebrating with a cup of coffee, enjoying the whole space. When so many pandemic is happening, we know we are always in a safe place when Paramashiva is with us. So such a beautiful space Bhagwan is creating for each one of us, attending to each one of us in the pandemic and overflowing with such love and compassion. All we need to do is sit back, internalize those beautiful space and start manifesting as powers. Now, let's go to the Apta Pramana. Apta Pramanas are the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamas, Alvars, Siddhas, all of them beautifully manifested these powers of Paramashiva. This is the power of copy the drawing while blindfolded. Nara Narayana, Arjuna and Krishna were twin avatar of Lord Vishnu. They were one soul in two bodies. Whatever Nara is, the Narayana is also the same thing as well. Whenever Nara ate, Narayana felt full. So both of them felt equally, and whatever the other does, the other felt the oneness space. Bhishma described them in Mahabharata. The eternal Narayana, the soul of the universe, took birth as sons of Dharma in the quadruple form as Naranarayana, Hari, and the self-creator Krishna. This is given in the beautiful Mahabharata Parva, Shanti Parva, chapter 1, Naranarayana. And they were born as Arjuna and Krishna. That is why Arjuna never lost even one war. He knew always Krishna is the one who's manifesting the reality. Arjuna asked Krishna, how can I kill all these people? Bhagavan beautifully replies for that. And in a beautiful way, how Krishna told Arjuna, the only thing that we are is consciousness. And how can consciousness kill anything, or anything can be taken away from anything? If you understand the higher reality, why are you asking these questions? You are supposed to pose the whole thing, and whatever you need to do as your own self, who you came down here to execute. Like Kshatriya's job is to fight. Brahmana's job is to offer the knowledge of jnana. The very purpose of each one of us here on planet Earth, when we manifest that, simply we align to the higher consciousness. And nothing needs to be planned, nothing needs to be decided, nothing needs to be done except manifestation of our reality without any of our mind. Beautifully, we can live in the oneness space, manifesting all that. That is why Janaka was a king, And Krishna was a king, manifesting all his realities and being aligned to the highest power of Paramashiva. Now, let's go to the Atma Pramana. Atma Pramana, Bhagwan himself narrates the experiences.
How long? If I am going to open it for you, how much it takes for you to open your 2 eyes? So that much only it takes. If you are going to open it on your own, I do not know how long it will take. Whether it will open at all or not, even that I don't know. But if you are going to ask me to open it, I'll tell you, I need time. Only how much time you take to open your 2 eyes. Actually, whether you are a kid or adult, opening your 3rd eye takes only a second for me. The problem with adults is you have calcified your 3rd eye so much. Little time is required only to remove the calcification, nothing else. Only to remove the calcification, it takes little time, nothing else. Actually, when your 3rd eye opens, your whole face radiates something called grace. I'll strongly recommend these 2-3 small activities. Every night have aritaki powder, half teaspoon. So that cleanses all the fluoride calcification in your 3rd eye. And before going to bed, take little turmeric or kumkum. Apply it mix it in water like a paste, nicely rub.